video, I will show you how to add appointments and meetings, how to share your calendar, how to view shared calendars, and other features within Outlook Calendar. You can access your calendar by clicking the calendar icon. This icon is the second from left at the bottom left-hand corner of your Outlook. Once you're in your calendar, the default view is by month. If you prefer to see a week at a time, or even a day at a time, you can change the view on the top menu bar here. So let's take a look at how you can add an appointment to your calendar. First, click the New Appointment button at the top left-hand corner of your screen. This screen will pop up. This is where you add the details of the appointment you want to make. Start by adding the subject of the appointment. Then, add the location of the appointment. This box doesn't have to be filled in, but it's useful if you have the location to just include it. Next, you need to choose the date and the time of the appointment. Click on the calendar icon to choose the date, and set the time by using the drop-down box here. You also have the option to tick if it's an all-day appointment. If this is a recurring event, you can click the Recurrence button. You can choose how often you'd like this appointment to reoccur. In this case, we'll choose weekly and every Thursday. Then click OK. To delete, press the Reoccurrence button again, then press Remove Occurrence. Another useful feature is the Private tag at the top of the menu bar. If you click this, it means nobody can see the details of your appointment, just that you're busy at that particular time. This is really useful if you have a personal appointment that you want to add to your calendar, but you don't really want anyone else to see it. So once you've added all of your information, simply click Save and Close, and this appointment will now appear in your calendar. If you want to set up a meeting, it's a very similar process to creating an appointment, except you have the option to invite attendees. First, click the New Meeting button on the top left-hand side of your screen. Type in the name of the people you want to invite to the meeting here, or you can search them by clicking the To box. Before you choose a time for the meeting, you want to check that the people you've invited are free at that time. This is where the Scheduling Assistant tool is really useful. Click on the Scheduling Assistant button at the top of the screen and it will show you a calendar view. The blue blocks show when each person is busy, allowing you to choose a time when you're all available. Once you've found a suitable time, click the Appointment button to take you back to the previous screen, where you can carry on setting up your meeting. Next, you can add the subject of the meeting, the location, the date and the time. You can add any relevant information about the meeting here. Now press Send. An email invite will be sent to your chosen attendees, and the meeting will be added to your calendar. The people you've invited to the meeting will have the option to either accept or decline the meeting. A really useful function is the ability to share your calendar with other people. This is particularly useful if you work in a team. Let's take a look at how you can do this. Start by clicking the Share Calendar button from the menu at the top of the screen. This will open a box where you can add the name of the person you want to share your calendar with. If you also want to be able to view their calendar, remember to click the box here that says Request permission to view recipient's calendar. They will then receive an email to allow or deny your request. But for now, we're just going to share our calendar with somebody else. You can choose the level of detail that the person you're sharing your calendar with can see. Availability only means your time will be shown as free, busy, or tentative. Limited details mean the recipient will only be able to see your availability and the subject of your calendar items. Full details means they will be able to see just that, the full details of your appointments and meetings in your calendar. In this case, we'll choose Full Details and click Send. This pop-up box will ask you to make sure you've selected the correct viewing rights. If you're happy, click Yes. Your chosen recipient will now get an email giving them access to your calendar. So let's see what it looks like when you receive an email from someone who wants to share their calendar with you and has requested to see yours. Click the first icon on the bottom left-hand corner to go back to Mail. You will receive an email notifying you that someone, in this case Suzanne, wants to share their calendar with you and has requested to see yours. When you open the email, you will see that you can allow or deny access to your calendar. You will also see there is an option to open the calendar. When you click Open the Calendar, their calendar will automatically open alongside yours, and their name will be added to your list of shared calendars. You can choose which calendars to view by clicking on the box next to each name in your list of shared calendars. You can view multiple calendars side by side, or you can view one at a time. Let's take a quick look at the other features you may find useful in the toolbar. In the top toolbar within Manage Calendars, you have Open Calendar and Calendar Groups. And in Share, you have Email Calendar, Publish Online, and Calendar Permissions. The first is Open Calendar. This is useful if there is a shared calendar that you want to access. For example, you may have one set up for your meeting room. Simply click the button and choose the place you want to access your calendar from. It's likely this will be your address book. Choose the calendar you want, then click OK. The next icon is Calendar Groups. This is useful if you have set calendars that you frequently view together, such as work colleagues or families. Using calendar groups makes it easy for you to see combined schedules at a glance. Email Calendar can be used to email your calendar to someone. You can choose which date range you want them to see and the level of detail that you wish to give them. This is useful if you want to show someone your availability during a certain period without giving them full access to your calendar. Publish Online allows you to publish your calendar on the internet, but this isn't something you would generally use. The last icon is Calendar Permissions. This is really useful because it allows you to see which level of editorial control other people have over your calendar and the edit permissions. We hope you found this useful. For more TechBite videos, take a look at our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.